Can music change the way we perceive architecture? Good question. Well, if you want to find out, you're in the right place. Architecture is a form of art, but what happens when it's combined with other forms of art? How does music influence architecture? And how does it change how we perceive architecture? This video will explore the link between architecture and music before showing examples of how music affects how we perceive architecture and understand space, specifically using an example of a church tower and then exploring the work of Catalan architect Antonio Gaudi. So let's begin with the link between music and architecture. Music is part of our everyday lives, just as much as architecture is. Recent research shows that on average, we spend the equivalent of 18 hours per week listening to music. We listen to it constantly while commuting, walking, exercising, working, and so on. As such, architects listen to music to concentrate, draw inspiration, and brainstorm ideas. Both architecture and music are art forms, and while they draw from different expressions, they are brought together by rhythm and proportions, from which creativity and ideas are born. As such, buildings and songs are the result of these ideas. Rhythm, for instance, allows for a song to gain its unique beat, while in architecture, it defines the shapes of the structures. When it comes to proportions, they help the composition of a song through its notes and intervals. For architecture, proportions help guarantee the correct balance of a building. Now we know the links between music and architecture, let's see how music changes how we perceive it. Let's take a video exploring a church tower. Very creepy. The music naturally puts you more on edge. The space becomes uncomfortable and makes you feel uneasy. It possibly makes you anticipate something bad that might happen. But what would happen if we changed the music? Let's rewind and watch the same video, but with different music. Here, the space doesn't feel so scary after all. The music puts you at ease. You don't anticipate anything bad happening anymore, and it makes looking around the church tower seem more like an adventure. Same video, but two completely different perceptions of the space. Clever, eh? Let's look at another example, a small clip from a film about Catalan architect Antonio Gaudi, created by Japanese director Hiroshi Teshigahara. Let's put different music over the film and see the effects it has on our perception of Gaudi's architecture and how we understand it. So, it is clear that music does really change the way we perceive architecture. So one question remains, do we need a soundtrack for every design?